incredible impact that Dorothy Ables has had.
In the Houston community, Dorothy Ables is an icon.
She did not stand in the spotlight by herself, but she enlarged that spotlight for everybody to join her in the good works that we were doing.
She just had a knack of seeing the person in addition to the role and the responsibilities behind what that person was trying to tackle.
She is one of those rare individuals that brings every aspect of her life to help others.
I'm Dorothy Ables, and I have spent almost 45 years in the Junior League. One of the things that I think is great about the Junior League is all the training you get. I would take a big role and then a small role just to be able to balance things out with my work. I've loved being the collaboration chairman, advisory planning chairman, long-range planning chairman, PR chair, and of course, the president of the league.
She's widely known as one of our first presidents to work at a corporation while being Junior League of Houston president.
Dorothy at that time was in management of a very large energy company. Unfortunately, her superiors in her company saw the value of Dorothy doing her league presidency and worked with her.
I learned so much that was applicable in my job. I got to do things at the Junior League earlier than I could in the work world. And there are a few key things that I learned when I was president. It's about communication, it's about doing some of the little things, but I had a great team working with me. And so I delegated a lot.
I think what people will remember the most about Dorothy's impact on the Junior League of Houston will be her commitment to starting the Community Endowment Fund.
In the probably mid-1990s, we began to realize that corporations were not really interested in giving funds to balls and galas, and we needed to develop a new tool to help fund our community budget.
When I was president-elect, I went to one of the AJLI trainings, and we started hearing about other junior leagues that had started an endowment and what it could do for their league. We figured out how much the league spent a year on the community program, and we've been able to maintain our community program and give back by having an endowment.
As of today, the endowment is worth about $20 million, and it has funded about $550,000 for our community budget this year.
She just is constantly giving of her time and energy, and there just always seems to be more of Dorothy to give.
She loves being a mentor and a partner for people. She was not only an immense mentor to me, she was a resource to everyone. And if someone had a question, she was there to help. Dorothy just could sense where people needed guidance.
Dorothy Ables is the best kind of mentor. She's so reachable and available.
I do like mentoring women. I feel like I have a responsibility to help others learn and grow in their role, either in a volunteer role or in a corporate role.
She is a phone call away. She is always so willing to share.
For Dorothy, the way she engages and gives, it is not just about philanthropy. It's about service, it's about civic engagement, it's about really understanding your community and what it needs and how we can all collectively show up and have an impact.
I grew up in a family that volunteered. Both my mother and my father volunteered all the time, and so volunteering was just part of me. I believe that you've got to leave your community better than you found it, and that's what I'm doing through volunteering.
I have always viewed Dorothy as a selfless servant leader. There are countless organizations that has Dorothy Ables' thumbprint on it.
We used to call her the $100 million woman at United Way of Greater Houston, and I think now we're calling her the $125 million woman at United Way of Greater Houston.
Rarely have I seen her hesitate to meld her professional career, which was incredible, with her junior league career, with all that she has done in the Houston community. I really can't imagine what this city would be like without her.
I was in shock when I heard that I had received the Mary Harriman Award. I realized that it's really not an award just for me. I share it with the team that made it possible, the volunteers, the staff, the donors. Without all of them, we wouldn't have been able to make the change happen.
There is a really important reason that Dorothy Ables' story matters so much. In today's society, where more than ever, we really need to understand our human connections to each other, how important it is that we all know each other, that we know our community, that we serve our community together. Dorothy embodies that. It is all about community building in this very comprehensive, service-oriented way at the end of the day. If all of us could take that lesson from Dorothy, our world would be a much better place.
You know, I'm sitting here, I still think of myself as this little girl from Waco, Texas, and here I am getting this big award. Everybody can make a difference, and somewhere out in this audience is the next Mary Harriman Award winner.